So welcome to the channel. In this you'll see my portable archery workshop. It's based on the Milwaukee Packout. It's got some rugged wheels and a couple of boxes including a worktop, as you can see there, and it's designed to break down, be put in the back of a car and then put together when you're at the venue that you're shooting at, and then you can just wheel it to wherever you're shooting and you can set everything up. It's a good way, especially if you're testing out your new bow, of having somewhere to make adjustments to it if needed. So without any further ado, here we go. It's mounted at the moment on a little workstation, which is the beta workstation, and Milwaukee produce a little work table for their pack out, and all that I've done is just cut down a bit of 4-inch square lumber to fit this on, so there's plenty of clearance from the ground to the tip of the limb, and plenty of space so there's no interference with the arrow if it's mounted up there. As you can see, it works really well. When the bow and arrows are packed away, the handle can be brought up and it can just be wheeled around. You've also got plenty of room here if you need to faff around with your arrows, so something falls off or you need to glue something back on or put a bit of extra glue on, etc., all that sort of stuff. And this all gets packed away in the box, in the bottom, this one here. If we move that to one side and take this arrow off, you have the drawers, and in the drawers is spare strings, draw weight, measuring scale, extra thread, all the Allen keys and stuff that came with the equipment, forearm guard, you name it, it's all in here. And then in here you've got all your fine screwdrivers, hooks, pins, a little lighter for when you need to burn any thread, spare gas, Torx bits, Allen keys or hex keys, tiny little measuring tape, Stanley knife, little collapsible one. You've got the kit for your arrows, all the spare bits and pieces, your etching pen, acetone whites, cotton pads. This is a handy tool for stripping off the arrow and getting just the shaft back to its bare bones. The glues, glue debonder, and then just odds and sods of paperwork. You got in here a set of scales if you need to start weighing things to get an accurate representation of how much everything weighs. And then in the bottom here, you just have space for your packed lunch boxes, etc., and any bulky pieces of kit. But I just thought, what would be a good way of having a place where you can work on your bow setup without taking up too much space, at the club, and just having everything that you need. So with the bow out the way, you can see that the handle doesn't interfere, and you can transport around quite freely, and then you can lapse it down. This will fit in the back of saloon cars because I've got the Neat Tools handle removal kit, so it can flat pack even more. In here, which isn't filled with anything yet, is more storage space. I'm probably going to put some basic first aid supplies in there, and any other bits of bulky stuff. It was genuinely only really to elevate the overall height, so you had a better workstation to work from. These drawers will be stopped from coming out through this. As you can see, it's locked all in place here to stop the drawers from coming undone, and then everything has a quick detach on it, so you can remove everything from here. So for here, you just lift that tab up and that comes off, and then for this you can just lift that tab up and that comes off. And then if we look in here, you can see there's ample storage for water bottles, packed lunches, bulkier items of kit. So you can store everything and have a 100% mobile workstation. And it only takes seconds to put together. As I'll demonstrate, as you can see, it's broken down into its 3 parts. That's the first part connected in, and you can see how it all connects in these little latches, hook on, and then that's it. You're ready to start transporting and setting everything up. I'm sure as I mature in my archery, I'll move things out, change things around a little bit, but overall I'm really happy with the setup. This beater or biter device here, it connects like a bare bow weight. It threads into the 5/16 hole, and then you can just slot it on, and you have a nice stable base to work from for your bow and arrow. And that's it. I mean, I hope it's given some of you some inspiration. It's a great piece of kit. I enjoy it. Makes my life a lot easier. And like I say, it doesn't really kind of get in the way of everyone because it's quite a contained area. Anyway, enough of my waffling. Hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. One thing I would say is, if I don't want to mount the bow to here, because it's just the bow set up with bare bow weights on it, etc., then I do have my bow stand that fits away in the bottom container, there. And equally, if I can't be bothered to take all of that faff, I have this nice Avalon Classic hard shell bag that can be turned into a rucksack. I'll do a review on that later. So yeah, all options are available. As time goes on, I think I'm going to get some tubes installed on the side here for the arrows to go, and a secure way of putting the bow on there and being able to carry everything in one whole unit.